boys will strip everything from here forward will be a street shell ready for panel and paint this afternoon. We've got it back from panel and paint, and we've done the engine bay. It looks quite good. It's not a show car, so we just wanted to colour match everything and make it look nice. So we better. That's very loud. Wow. Love this AH3 colour. It's unreal. So now the next process for us is to strip everything out of the car from underneath the car. We just want to check it all over. It's a very, very tidy car, this thing. Absolutely immaculate when we got the car. Hemi actually sourced the car for us, which is cool. So what we're going to do now is pull everything out, clean everything up, all the little brackets, all the little bits and pieces, just to make this car really stand out. We love the cars when we do them underneath to look as good as they do on top. So this car underneath will have the full treatment. It's got all new arms, got new suspension, new adjustable everything. So we can have, well, Justin can actually have this thing doing everything it needs to do. So it will be a very, very cool car, very fast car. So we've got to have everything else matching. And just for longevity as well, where this car's actually heading to in America, it's pretty cool. So it'll be going around a lot of snowy areas. So this should prevent that for a long life to come. Even though it's very clean already, we could leave it, but it's a very nice touch. Once you see, and again, black and red, contrast is unreal. I love it, I love it. With this one, we'll be done with assembling everything as well. Can't wait to show you guys that. Big turbo. This thing's going to be absolute beast on the street. So can't wait to show you which turbo is actually in it. Put a guess in the comments. I think we've hinted to it before, have we? Maybe. But obviously everything else in this car is just, it's going to be top notch. When you can see the mock-up in this car and what we've got coming for it, wow, wow's all I've got. Heaps of goodies. So we're that excited, we're that pumped.
Look at this lineup behind this. Oh. Look at this lineup behind.
Look at it. Got the goods. Got the goods. And another one. Like, love it.
Nothing but.
It gets you G'd up. Gets you G'd up. Especially when you're talking big power and big stuff. So this thing, billet block, everything you can throw at it. Woo! Bit of a fan favourite already for me. Already a fan favourite. Already. So we'll see. We'll see what else got coming. But I love it.
It is fairly clean under here now, Dylan. So we've got the American car back from the paint shop, the engine bay's all done. As we said, I think Stu covered this before in his little chat, where this vehicle is going, it will be snowing, they will have salt on the roads, stuff like that. We were half-minded whether we actually ice blasted under this car and just left it the way it is. But keeping in mind where it's going, we are going to give it the Raptor treatment and refresh everything underneath. As you can see, we're not trying to hide anything on this car. It is a pretty well A-grade example underneath for a 32 that you can buy, considering their age. So we're going to start now. We're going to strip front and rear subframe. I'm going to sit there for however long it takes me and disassemble everything and get it all prepped for paint. Then we'll hit it with the Raptor and throw it all back in there, nice and shiny. We have the 32 GT-R completely stripped. We will go through now and mask everything up. That's probably the biggest job on one of these underbody restorations. It does take quite a few hours. The Raptor, if you don't mask it properly, it will go in places you don't want it to go. So you really need to be pedantic with it. We'll go see the boys down at Colour Stop and then get everything we need and go from there. Again. From the top.
Do it again.
Always use your airfoil hat when you're using airfoil.
Andy looks like he's working real hard over there.
He's looking for that world record.
Look at that.
That's a peak male performance. Yeah. Just wave going.
What a man.
Hello, Dylan. We have a sandblasting cabinet.
What for?
As you know, we do a lot of painting around here, and the time it takes to prep is cutting into time we can be doing other stuff. So, with all the painting we're about to do on the American build, we thought now's the time to buy ourselves a new little toy. And they're playing with it.
They're playing with your toy, Justin.
Yeah, look, that's all right.
You're all right, son.
Where are we going to put it?
Over there.
Over there. Not much space over there.
No, there's not. There's about to be a lot less space there too, Dylan.
That's got to pull through. You can pull those through, eh?
What are the features? Talk me through the features, Justin.
Yeah.
It blasts, it throws sand really fast and really hard. All right, the next stage on the American GT-R is all done. It's all wrapped aligned underneath. All the suspension components that are original have all been sandblasted and repainted. We're still waiting on a few arms. It is getting all Voodoo 13 adjustable arms put in where you need them in these cars. Next step from here is we're going to get the Mockup engine in, so then Sam can play around and do some cooler piping and everything else we need while we're waiting for the rest of the stuff to rock up. So we'll get all this in today and go from there.
Yeah. How'd you go with sandblasting? You like the new sandblaster?
Yeah, look mate, it takes a lot of time off. Makes it a lot easier. Yeah.
Sam! It should be A-okay. Step one is put the head on backwards.
You silly sausage, you forgot the head gasket.
Oh well.
Shit.
Shit.
Start again.
Pull the bag off.
What are you doing, Sam? I got you. No, I don't.
I think the red LED means it's fully charged.
So this is clearly our billet block monster, right?
This is our cast billet block monster. Now this is a cast RB30 with an RB26 head on the top of it, which is the exact identical dimensions as the billet block that we will be getting for it. So it's going to be getting an RB30 billet block. So that means we can use an RB30 cast block for mock-up because we don't have the billet block yet. So we can just basically put the cast block in there. You don't have to worry about keeping the engine clean. You can do all the dirty fab work and stuff like that while you've got the mock-up block in there and the mock-up head. You don't have to worry about anything, keeping it sealed, moisture, dust, debris, anything. You can just do whatever you want. Do all the fab work and all that sort of stuff, and then you can pull the dummy block back out and then put the lovely engine back in, and then everything just bolts up mechanically. You're not actually fabricating. The other reason that we do it is purely from a time schedule thing. We don't have the billet block, so if we were to wait until we had the billet block to
start. Obviously, we'd be way behind schedule, so we put a dummy block in, and we grabbed the wrong size socket. Only for 2 of a bolt, so that's not too bad. 50%.
What do you got there, Justin?
That would be an intake manifold, mate.
Is that the actual intake manifold?
No.
No. Is it the same dimensions as the...
Yes.
Is it the same brand?
Yeah. Because it's not.
What do you mean?
It's just not.
Well, it doesn't look like...
The manifold we're using either?
That is the manifold we're using, but it just doesn't look like it's going to fit because sometimes they don't fit 30s because they got these little extra raised bits. So we might have to not flatten, but clearance. Might have to clearance it.
Hey, Sam.
It doesn't fit.
You wouldn't read about it.
It doesn't fit.
It kind of does.
It looks like it fits.
What
I
about?
think it looks like that.
I think you're lying to me. Yeah. Or is it hitting that runner at the back because the stud's too long? Also possible. I think that's what it's doing. And it's also hitting the front one. Extra cool. It's hitting there, and it's hitting there, and it's hitting there.
So what are you going to do about it?
I'm probably just going to go meh. I think. But the billet block doesn't have those, so I wonder if we do just grind the block, Jody.
No way.
Justin adding the drama.
It's got to go right up against it though.
Didn't you just tell me that the dimensions for the cast were exactly, for the billet block were exactly the same?
They are, yeah. But they don't have this bit. Dimensions as in mounting points.
Oh, I'm still going to say you lied to me.
I don't care.
He lied to you, Dill.
You lied to me.
I think we just pull the head off and go meow, 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 meow. Flash! Wow.
Where are you going?
I was trying
Hey,
to
Jody,
give it to
yeah, I've got him here, man.
trying
Do
to
you
give
want
it to
one? Yeah, sure.
you. You want both?
It would have been good. Would have been great.
Fuck off, Dylan.
That's what I'm saying.
Put an engine in. You want to see it or not?
Oh, is that what you're doing?
You're a donkey. Huh?
My
Yeah,
foot.
good. Fucking dog.
Sam, you might want to go up and clear the sump, mate.
Yeah, pretty sure I'm high enough, I think. Alrighty. Dropping the engine down.
You might want to pull back a little bit, mate.
Pull back a little bit?
Yeah.
Do that.
Righto.
Happy?
I can't see your side,
My
mate.
side looks like it's about to fucking fall in just quietly.
Yeah.
Well,
Yep. Hang on. I'll have to. Yep, right there.
Yeah, there you go.
Pop that in. Yep. That was good.
come down.
Coming down.
I love GT-R engine mounts.
Yeah, they're pretty fun.
Oh, they just shit to get the nuts onto.
Yeah, that's what I heard too. I think he was
Yeah.
being sarcastic, but I'm not sure.
Oh, hi, Sam.
Hello, sir.
You always take the fucking good side.
Come on now. You were already on that side. I just went where you weren't. So if anyone's to blame, just go slow because I don't know if my blocks of wood are going to work. Oh, tough. Going on a bear hunt.
We're gonna find a big one.
What the fuck?
I'll take the light end.
Yeah, you get the light in. I'll get the sharp end apparently. You gonna lift it?
Try it.
Stomach on full display.
You like that? So this is a Samsung.
Yeah, I can see that.
This is our mock-up Samsonus, so yeah.
Samsung is looking a little different these days, aren't they, Dylan? Yeah, they are. Cool, all right, moving on.
You got that, Sam?
I guess. All right.
Is this more so just going in so the engine doesn't just go backwards?
Yeah, it's just to hold the engine where it's going to be, basically.
What a stance.
Thank you. My shoelace is undone.
What happened to all those 14s we had, mate?
POV.
Huh? They're there, in that bag. POV. You're the camera. That is how a POV works, yeah. You tie it. Wow, what the fuck?
You double?
No, God no. Stop. That's it. No, that's it. Just leave it.
No, it's going to come undone.
No, it won't.
It's going to come undone.
You try it. What are you doing? Wow, you did so well. Do you want to actually see something crazy?
What do you want to see?
I'll show you. Once this gearbox holds itself in, I'll show you. You're going to be amazed. You'll all eat your words. You'll all...
Like, wow.
Everybody in the
and then
comments is
Sam
like,
just goes, and it's already done up.
He really tied that lace.
You
That's
will.
what they're going to say.
you will. They'll say, what the fuck? Everyone's going to be mind blown.
Here we go. Content.
You're about to lose your mind. I'm straightening on my shirt. You ready?
Just wait, do we need the same
It doesn't matter. Are you ready?
had before?
Are you ready?
Who the fuck doesn't tie their shoe like that?
You don't. Tie your shoe.
Hey?
Tie your shirt. Guarantee you don't do it like that.
I fucking bet I'll just about do.
Do it.
That was exactly what
Mine don't come undone, but.
That's not what you did.
Yeah, but
I didn't
it's
see
tied exactly the same.
Yeah, but it's...
All you're talking about is a hand movement. You went loop through a loop
I don't tie
instead
my
of loop
I'm gonna
over
be
a
honest,
loop.
I don't tie my shoelaces.
I am not
I know.
amazed.
Nobody
Sam.
does.
I'm not amazed.
You are.
Being
It's fine to lose. It's all good. Don't worry about it, Dylan. We still like you. It's all right.
You don't like me. You already said that before.
Precision.
American.
Promo at 88. The blanket's upside down. I believe it's an XPR 88. Ballistic blanket on the front makes it look tough, even though the logo's upside down. They didn't think that out very well, but anyway.
No, they didn't, did they?
Is it on right?
Yeah, only goes on one way.
That's just
Maybe.
for when you're looking in the engine upside down.
I mean,
That's for when the car ends up on its roof. You can go, fuck yeah, it's got a precision fucking beanie.
the good news is that it'll be around the clock, so it doesn't really
So
matter.
it'll be sideways.
It'll be sideways. We pretty much just run anything on our big builds. We've run GTX 50-20R Garrett's. And we've been wanting to try precision for a while. Pro Mod 88s have been cranking out some numbers, so
We like numbers.
yeah, we like numbers, and we have been at the limit of those GTX 50s, so we don't want to be at the limit. People are pushing these things further than we've been taking the GTX 50s, so pretty much that's why we're using it, as far as I'm aware. That's my take on why we're using it. We know how far we can take a GTX 50, and we know that it's not going to take us as far as we want it to, so we could go up to a 106mm, but then you've got to rely a lot heavier on nitrous to get that 106 to spool, and people have been having really good success with these 88s.
So we can still have a relatively small shot of nitrous. To get
Yeah,
the
we don't have to lean on the nitrous as much to get this turbo lit as we would if we went to a 106. So it's kind of like,
balance.
yeah. Mainly, people have been pushing these things. This is basically sort of comparatively sized to the GTX 50s, but they've been getting a lot more boost out of them, basically.
How much boost do we want to make?
All of it. Nah, not actually all of it. Maybe all of it one day. To start with, probably, I would say 45, 50 is all it really needs.
That's a lot still though, right?
Oh, it's still a lot, but it's like a GTX 50 will do that. It's just, plus this is going to be a 3.2 litre, so it'll make that boost easy. And we'll probably probably need a little bit less boost than we would on like a 2.8 litre to make the power that we're aiming for. But I think obviously we're sort of aiming for a certain power goal initially, but then later on we're definitely going to want to crank it up. So having the precision there will sort of give us the option to go up above sort of 50, 60 pounder boost. Like we should be able to get higher into the mid 60s, low 70s with this turbo, if we so desired. So pretty much what we want to do is we want to start building the car essentially. So The main bones of the vehicle are obviously going to be the engine and gearbox. So we don't have the Samsoners in there, but we've got basically the physical size of a Samsoners. So for those of you who don't know, Samsoners make a GT-R bolt-in package. So it takes up the exact physical size of a factory gearbox. You can use the factory tail shafts, all that sort of stuff. It's really good, very, very good product, which allows us to use the factory gearbox for mock-up, so that we basically have all of our engine and driveline angles as they are going to be when we have the actual the pieces in there. So pretty much we've got RB30 cast block, RB26 cast head, and then we have a 6 boost, I believe this is a 40 NB turbo manifold, so it's a slightly bigger runner than we normally use. So that'll sort of help us with some boost as well. It'll help us get the air out of the engine and into the turbo. Then we've got the Plazmaman dual rail intake manifold, dual fuel rail. So that's the same as we will be using again. And then pretty much from there, what we can do is we can put an intercooler in this thing and a throttle body, and we can start to make our intercooler pipes. So we'll have our intercooler pipes going from our intercooler up into the intake manifold, up into the turbo. And then dump pipe, we do have a titanium dump pipe for this thing, which we are hoping will fit. It was a dump pipe and a side pipe out of a 32 GT-R, so if that fits, that'd be really cool, but if not, we'll do something there. But pretty much the whole idea behind this is to get a lot of the work done, a lot of the fabrication work and a lot of the dirty work done before you put any of the not nice bits, because obviously the manifold is super nice and the turbo is super nice, but any of the super important bits in. And like I said before, it sort of keeps the schedule going, keeps the car rolling, rather than just sitting here waiting for things to turn up. So pretty much from here what we'll do is put the ballistics blanket back on so it looks sick, and then we'll do things like intercooler, radiator, anything else in the engine bay that will sort of take up space that's like a non-negotiable. So the radiator's pretty much got to go where it's got to go, intercooler has to go where it's got to go, and then we can make our intercooler pipes, dump pipe. Is this thing keeping aircon?
Yes, we've got a Frenchie's AC kit coming.
Oh, okay, yeah, right. Yeah, so AC's got to stay, so like keep that in mind when we do that. Keep that in mind for when we do our wastegate, because this will be running a TurboSmart straight gate off of this thing, so we have to keep in mind that it'll be coming down here somewhere, which is right where our AC compressor will be, so we're going to have to bolt that up as well. So we've got the bones in the car, the main structure of what is going to sort of make up this whole GT-R build. And from here, we're going to have a bunch of parts be arriving, hopefully relatively soon. We've got the Samsoners sequential on the way. All the engine parts, the head parts are all already on their way to the head guy. So he'll be getting a start on that head very soon, as well as the bottom end stuff will be turning up from Bullet. From here, pretty much, we'll start cracking on with whatever we can, essentially, to just keep the build rolling over until we get those parts and they turn up and we can actually start to put all of that stuff in here for the final time. But there will be sort of a few weeks between now and then. So if you want to keep up to date with this thing when we post the next video, make sure you are subscribed and turn on notifications so that you get a notification when we post a new video. It's exciting, it's very nice. It looks visually better than it did, but obviously we've still got just a dummy block and a dummy head and a turbo. It's not very real yet.
Things are moving forward.
But things are moving, things will be going, things will be happening in the background, and the wheels are not turning, there are no wheels, we have no wheels. But in the very next episode, I'm sure there will be a lot more exciting stuff to show you, so make sure you tune back in on the next episode.
Big turbo.
Big turbo.
Big turbo guy.
Big turbo guy.